Shaun, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Couple of days rest before the tournament starts has been good.
So this is just a small show that we would like to do every day for the fans to meet the players and the coaches.
Sure.
So you are our first guest, so welcome to the show.
Great, thank you.
So what did you have in breakfast?
Breakfast, I had an omelette to start off with. I had some black coffee with honey, and I had a couple of pieces of sourdough bread. But I think I'm going to go back very soon, have a little bit more, maybe some fruit or something.
Right. What kind of food do cricketers eat? It's like a more of a general question because there are so many young fans who doesn't know what to eat in a diet. So for example.
Well, it depends where you're from, I suppose. If you're from Bangladesh, your diet's going to be very different compared to if you're from Australia, I suppose. For me, I think cricketers go through stages where they, if they're getting ready for a tournament, they might be pretty clean with their eating. And then I'm sure on the weekends and when they're at home, that downtime, they eat their favourite meals. But most cricketers, I think nowadays, tend to eat a pretty lean, clean diet.
Let's talk something else. Last time when you were here in 2013, you were a bowler for Sri Lanka.
Yep.
But this year you're a challenger for Chattogram.
Yeah.
So what made it difference?
Well, the same city, I suppose, with different name, different colours. But at the same time, coming back as a coach now, it's quite a nice thing to join this franchise and be associated with that city again, I suppose. And it's just more relaxing. Coming back as a coach is an easier gig than a player.
Okay. In franchise cricket, coaches work for a very short time of period.
Yeah.
What do you think? Does it have a great impact on cricketers?
I think, I know when I was a player, going to different leagues around the world, you bump into some coaches that you really like. And for me, you come in for a short period of time and there's so many players in the squad and we don't know, we've never met each other, a lot of the guys. Some of the guys I have, sure. So it is quite difficult sometimes to work out what everyone does and how they go about it. So the first 3 or 4, 5 days is important to get to know everyone as quickly as possible and try and gel. And then you end up leaving, hopefully I'll leave Bangladesh after the tournament and have forged a couple of really nice relationships. Yeah.
So what is your strategy?
Strategy?
For the, you will be working for 1 month.
Yep.
So do you have a strategy?
Yep. Well, like I said, first of all, even yesterday at training, just getting to know a few of the bowlers, that's my job. And I just want to keep things as clear and simple as possible. For me, I love talking about death bowling. I think it's, especially here at this stadium, it's very important, I think, and it's those last 4 to 5 overs for us are going to be extremely important. So if I've got any strategy I can talk about, it's keeping things really simple and disciplined throughout the tournament, and not veering away from our strategy and the stuff that we're going to be talking about. Simple, clear plans.
A lot of fans may be asking, Bangladesh bowling coach position is vacant. Do you interested?
Oh yeah, I'm interested for sure, absolutely. Obviously they've got some time now to think about who they're going to go with, but of course, it'd be a great job.
Personal question for me. I always wonder, Surata is the fastest bowler of all time, but do you ever think you might have bowled faster than Soeb in a practice session or anywhere that is not officially recorded?
Yeah, I think every bowler has a story about bowling fast during a practice session or a game and there was no speed gun. I think every bowler has that story. So if I said, there was this day, excuse me, that was my alarm. But I woke up early this morning, so I don't need my alarm. But so Shaun would have a story for you about a time when he was at training and he bowled 163 maybe. Jeff Thompson, they talk about him, the stories before speed guns came in, how fast he used to bowl. So yeah, sure, but everyone has a similar story, I suppose.
Yeah, I got it. Let's talk about the team. What's the evaluation about young first bowler like Mugdhan Raja?
I think, even yesterday seeing him, I haven't seen him up close. Obviously, the guys that, for me, it's just about catching guys on television from wherever I am in the world. So, but for me, working with him yesterday and a couple of the guys in general, they're good listeners and you can see they're really keen to learn. So And I think, guys like him, he might be bowling a little bit of death this tournament as well. So he's going to be under pressure. If I can try and take the pressure off him and the other guys, then hopefully he can succeed.
Oh, what about Akshay? You met him yesterday.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one with the communication stuff. But I mean, he seems like a great lad. I had to tell him to stop bowling because he wanted to just keep bowling the whole session. So I don't want him to get burnt out because he's so keen to keep bowling and bowling and bowling. He's one of those players that you might have to help to step back a bit, make sure he gets his recovery and rest in. Yeah.
And now let's talk about like Shariful and Mrityunjay, who hasn't joined with the team, and they're also like exciting prospects for Bangladesh.
I think Bangladesh. I mean, in general, this stage that Bangladesh cricket are in, there's so many great young players or good young players that could become great players. And those guys are hugely part of that. I mean, Shariful, he's an aggressive left arm bowler. He's going to be extremely important in this team, I think, as well. So he's played enough cricket now to know what he's doing. So I definitely look forward to working with them. But in general, Bangladesh cricket at the moment has got, I think there's quite a decent depth of young, even fast bowlers, but in general, just young cricketers. The next 5, 6, 7 years are going to be exciting for cricket here for Bangladesh.
You must have watched like Shariful bowl against New Zealand in Mount Morgan.
Yep, yeah, I did. I watched. Yeah, it was good. I mean, that tour was good for Bangladesh in general, and certainly him. So he attacks, he bowls on the stumps. You can see he's enthusiastic and loves what he's doing, and he's got. He seems from afar. It'd be interesting when I actually get to work with him a bit. But he's got a great attitude towards fast bowling.
A message to Chattogram Challengers fans.
I think, look, there's been a lot of talk about our youngsters, and you might perceive that as obviously inexperience and maybe a team that's definitely an underdog, but we certainly won't be playing like that. And our message from the coaching staff of the team is just be confident, and if we pretend and act like we're winners before the tournament even starts and carry ourselves in a confident manner, we'll be okay.
That is all. Thank you.
Thank you.
নগদে বিল দিলে কোনো চার্জ কাটে না।
দেশি নগদে বেশি লাভ।
Couple of days rest before the tournament starts has been good.
So this is just a small show that we would like to do every day for the fans to meet the players and the coaches.
Sure.
So you are our first guest. So welcome to the
Great,
show.
thank you.
So what did you have in breakfast?
Breakfast, I had an omelette to start off with. I had some black coffee with honey, and I had a couple of pieces of sourdough bread. But I think I'm going to go back very soon, have a little bit more, maybe some fruit or something.
Great.